Hello everyone. So I'm going to go over our last assignment of A4, which is just a revision and reflection, okay? So if you go into your assignments, you'll be able to see that A4 and revision and reflection is here, okay? So the only thing you'll submit here will be the reflection, okay? So let's go over those requirements. So you can see I found this by going to assignments first and clicking on A4, but it's also under pages and also in modules under course information, okay? So there are a few places you can find this. So for this assignment, there are two parts. So part one is to revise substantially one of your writing assignments, okay? A1, A2, or A3. If you're going to be reviewing A3, please let me know by May 10th. That way I can provide you with feedback, and that will still give you at least 4 days to turn in your revised A3, okay? The sooner the better, that way I can provide you with feedback as soon as possible, and you can start revising whenever you have a chance, okay? You can do this with word track changes, or if you're not sure how to do that, you can highlight and cross out or highlight areas that you've changed, just so I can see that revision, okay? So make sure that you are doing a substantial revision, so that means you should go beyond my comments, right? I don't know everything, and there are things that you know that you could do better that I didn't point out. So make sure that you're revising as much as possible. At least 3/4 of the paper should be relooked at, okay? But of course, you can use my feedback for initial revision, okay? The second part is to write a short, single-spaced, typed reflection in which you demonstrate what you've learned this semester, okay? So we'll go into that in just a little bit. Your audience for this paper is you, because you're going to be engaging in metacognition, which is important to your learning processes, and we'll go over that a little bit more. And your audience is also me, because I will see how you've grown throughout this semester, okay? So the genre conventions of this are in your revisions, make sure that you are following the purpose and focus, that if you're revising A1, you go back and look at A1's requirements, you go back and look at A1's hierarchy of rhetorical concerns, and of course you can talk to me about those papers, okay? So all you're doing is trying to better that paper, okay? When you revise that paper, you will get credit for A4, but I will also replace your, say you revise A1, I will replace your A1 grade with however you did in that revision, okay? So this could be a chance to boost your grade up a little bit, okay? For the reflection letter, there are prompts below that you can see that you can follow along with, okay? Y'all know about style and mechanics, okay? So, revising your major writing assignment. Aside from looking at the hierarchy of rhetorical concerns for that assignment, you can also take a look at these skills, okay? So read over these on your own and think about how you can do better in each of these areas or where you could enhance your skills in these areas, all right? For the reflection letter, because our semester has taken an unexpected turn and we all are in this crisis together, I wanted to give you the opportunity to reflect on this class, but also to possibly reflect on how online learning through COVID has been for you, okay? So you don't have to talk about COVID if you don't want to, but if it's something that is itching to come out of you and something that you really want to write, you are more than welcome to. So the first option is to just reflect on how you have met or struggled with our course outcomes. You can find those on our syllabus as well. So you'll have to make sure you understand the course outcomes. So if you are struggling to know where you are placed in those course outcomes, you can email me and we can have a video chat about those. But you'll go through and you'll of course introduce overall how you feel about reflection. And then you'll go in to responding to each different outcome, okay? So for example, if you were to do this first option, you'll need to respond to how you'll how you've met or struggled with deepening rhetorical knowledge, okay? So you'll go back, read what deepening rhetorical knowledge is, and you'll take a look at your papers across this semester and all of the small homework assignments, and you can say how you've met or struggled with this category, okay? And you'll do that with all the other outcomes as well, each body paragraph kind of focusing on these different outcomes, okay? And so you'll have to use examples from your classwork or readings or homework to show how you've met or struggled with these. That way I can see where your reflection is coming from and we can understand each other in that reflection, okay? The second option is to have this more generally reflect on COVID-19 and a global pandemic. I imagine this has impacted you all in ways you couldn't imagine, and this online learning experience was new and difficult for all of us. So if you are wanting to really write down and reflect on how this has affected you, how this has made you become a different type of learner, or how it's made you have to overcome certain things, you are more than welcome to do that. So for this, you can introduce whether you all want to talk about online classes or about the pandemic. You can reflect on the changes in your life. You can reflect on what you've learned about yourself and what you've learned about what kind of person and learner you are. You can reflect on other people, even those who are close or not close to you as a result of the parent situation, as the present situation. So what have you seen from other people? How have other people made you feel? You can also reflect on how institutions such as CSU or maybe your children's schools, how they have responded and reacted to this. Okay, and then you can also reflect on what you're learning about your home, your local and global communities, and how you have really been affected by this situation, okay? So those are your two options for reflection. And you'll have a peer review, but it'll just be very brief. I will set you up with a partner, and you will find out who that partner is soon this week by Friday, which is May 8th, okay? So I will set you up with them, and all you'll need to do is talk about your reflection together. I won't make you go over your papers again. You'll just talk about your reflection together and send me a little note of how you've done that, okay? And then the final is due Thursday, May 14th at 11:59. This is both your reflection letter and the revisions, okay? So what you'll do for the revisions is you'll resubmit A1, A2, or A3, depending on what paper you are doing, okay? So I will get a notification that you have resubmitted, then I will check your most recent document for those revisions, and I will regrade that paper, okay? So if you resubmit A1, I will look at it, you'll get credit for A4, and I will give you a boost to your grade. Know that if you revise A1, A2, or A3, I won't make your grade go down. I'll only raise your grade, okay? And then you'll submit the A4 reflection here, okay? And I'll make this a document that you'll submit. All right.